Alright, topic of this video I think my red pill guys are going to love is going to be do not give women free attention. Yeah, these are the guys that have just been hurt by women so much in the past that they just like ultimately hate them and they don't think you should focus on women. These guys are, oh hell yeah bro, you shouldn't give a woman attention at all, bro, ignore all women. There's actually reasons why, from like a guy that loves women, there are reasons why you don't want to just give women like free attention. This is coming from a guy that before I even knew any of this stuff, man, before I started like teaching you guys all this so that way you don't have to relive the same pain I've went through. I was that guy in the past that would always like, I thought, well, if I'm always like texting a girl, sending her memes, or like I'm trying to be around her, trying to hang out with her, I'm always trying to be in front of this girl. Well, if she's constantly talking to me, well, that's going to make her like me more. And unfortunately, it doesn't work like that. Psychology says otherwise. What I mean by that, to simplify this before I get into the video, if you're constantly chasing and pursuing a woman, well, from a sexual polarity point, that's not the man's job. That's the woman's job. And so if the man is chasing the woman and constantly trying to get ahead, constantly trying to get a hold of the woman, constantly trying to earn the woman's love, that's not the man's job. So from that perspective, she's going to get turned off, but also because you're constantly available, she's going to take you for granted because she knows that she doesn't have to do anything to get your attention. You're always going to be there. If a woman has to work to get your attention, if she's chasing you, she can't be getting rid of you. Guys, that is so fucking important for you to understand. So let's dive right into the video. I got a couple bullet points right here. I don't have them in order, so we're just going to go down the list. Women value attention and validation from men more than anything. Think about it. Like, women have self-esteem issues to begin with. Women are so fucking insecure. So if a girl is constantly getting attention from men, and because women act based on how they feel, she's going to feel better about herself because she knows that, well, I'm texting, 4 different guys right now, and they're constantly texting me. They're constantly in my face, constantly calling me pretty or complimenting me. She's going to feel much better. I tell men you should not use dating apps, especially for like Gen Zers, because women get offers for sex all the fucking time, no matter how attractive the girl is. So even if this girl looks like a troll, some guy is going to be like, yeah, I want to fuck you. And that's going to make her feel good. So dating apps and social media have actually, this is where, again, the red pill community is going to love this. We're giving women more validation than what they honestly deserve. And that's why a lot of women, like the modern woman, if you talk about the modern woman, they're going to want higher value men that they don't deserve simply because they're getting all this attention from lower value men or men on the same playing field as they are. If you study like Myron Gaines, like watch his podcast or the whatever podcast, they will go into like detail on like what I mean by like the modern woman. Myron's got a book called Why Women Deserve Less that kind of talks about this. I think every guy should read or listen to that book because it does describe what the modern day woman is. Now, from my experience, I don't think I really deal with these kinds of women. I'm sure I have, but I'm pretty quick to cut a girl off. So if I see behaviors that I don't like, I'm going to move on just because I'm good at talking to women. If a girl shows a bunch of red flags at this point in time, kick fucking rocks, lady. I'll just go talk to another girl. So that's why we don't want to give women value and attention, just because of what I just said. They get so much of it that if she's texting 4 different guys, you're one of the 4. You text her just to hang out, but that's it. Well, she's going to get attention from these 3 guys, but now she's going to start to think about you because you're scarce. She's going to start thinking, these 3 guys are in my face all the time. Where the fuck is this guy at? And that's naturally going to increase her interest in you because you are being a mystery and you're a challenge. Challenge meaning that she's got to text you if she wants to hear from you, or she's got to see you in person if she ever wants to get your attention. Doc Love, I think every guy should study. It's a late great guru that figure out women. Women want a man that's a mystery, and they want a man that's a challenge. Women like to work to get men. And that's also, again, that's just a psychological principle. If you have to work for something, you are going to hang on to it. This is why us men tend to cling on to relationships we shouldn't be in. Even if we know this girl's a walking red flag, if we invested all this fucking energy into this girl, we're going to hang on to that, even if we know we shouldn't. But a lot of that also comes down to inexperience with women as well. Next point, women want a man who's a challenge and not always available. I just spoke about this, man. Again, if there's 4 guys, you're one of the 4, and you text her just to hang out, and then you say, okay, I'll talk to you later. I will see you later this week at XYZ location. And then you stop talking to her. But she's talking to these other guys. She knows what these guys are doing. She doesn't have a reason to see these men in person. She doesn't have to work for their attention. They're giving it to her. You, on the other hand, you're not giving it to her. She doesn't know what the fuck you're doing, where you're at, who you're with, who you're fucking other than her. But if she goes and sees you in person, she's got to spend time with you just to figure out what you've been up to. Women love that. Creating time and space away from women increases their level of interest in you because they got to think about you. And if a woman's thinking about you, her emotions are going to get engaged. And if a woman's emotions are engaged, she's going to like you more. Hope you understood that. Next point. She will friend zone the guy who talks to her 24/7. This one is coming from experience. I have talked to a lot of girls in the past, like when I was younger, my younger 20s, before I knew any of this stuff, before I was really, before my woman count really shot up. There were girls that I wanted to hook up with that I would, stay in front of all the time thinking, well, if I'm in front of them, and I'm constantly talking to them, they're going to like me more. It doesn't work like that. I did not know what it is I'm teaching you guys now. So in my head, this is why so many men will get friend zoned by a girl and agree to stay friends with the girl, thinking that one day she's all of a sudden going to change her mind. The only thing that's going to change this girl's mind to unfriend zone you is if you walk the fuck away and move the fuck on. You're going to go find a girl that wants to be with you. Your job as a man is to look for your outcome. That is a woman that wants to be with you. This girl, if she friend zoned you, she doesn't. You want sex and romance. She doesn't. And you're too much of a beta male where you're going to agree to give the girl what she wants because you think if you give the girl what she wants, eventually she's going to give you what you want. And that's her body. And it doesn't work like that. So if you've ever been friend zoned by a girl, and I've been friend zoned so many fucking times in the past year, you tell every single one of these girls, no. Listen, I'm not interested in being friends. If you change your mind, give me a call and then walk away. Even if this girl doesn't contact you again, I've got girls that friend zoned me that watch every single one of my stories and that still keep tabs on me, but I haven't heard from them. And I guarantee you, even if they don't want anything with me romantically, they're going to respect me because I walked the fuck away like a man should, and I'm going to go out and find different girls. Women naturally respect men who hold firm to their boundaries. You told her no to being friends, and you meant it. Women naturally respect a guy like that. Next one, social media dating apps have made this worse, so I touched on this. Women get attention from men, especially the young. I was 1995. I'm a millennial. That's the last year to be a millennial. I don't know what comes after that, Gen Z and whatever else. These people were born in a world where we're transitioning to the internet. We've got social media, we've got dating apps, and we've got, I'm sure other things coming up too. Virtual reality is probably going to be something where women can be with men in virtual reality, but never have to see them intimately. We can FaceTime girls, so we can have a date with a girl over the phone without being in person. So the girl, she's going to get men's attention online and over the phone without actually having to be there to give up her body like men want. You shouldn't want a girl just for sex. A woman should be an asset to your life. What is something that a woman does provide a man? Her body, pleasure, because we can reproduce with a woman. A woman can give us a family. We're genetically wired to do that. That used to be the old agreement. The men would be there to be the providers and the supporters and the protectors. The woman would provide sex, a family, and they would nurture the family. Men provided, women took care of the family. That was the old contract between men and women. But now that feminism is huge and women can work for themselves and make their own income, women still want a man that'll provide, but if they make their own money, that's their money. But whatever the man makes, that's our money. That's not fucking fair. And it's funny, if you study feminism and you pay attention to all these, a lot of women want equality, but they still want the men to do what men are supposed to do. That's not hating women, okay? Watch these podcasts, like the Whatever podcast or Myron Gaines, and they go into more detail than what I'm going to right here. With the social media dating apps, we can give women attention, but they don't have to give us what we want. And that's an in-person interaction that could eventually lead to falling in love, which is romance, and then starting a family. And starting a family involves having sex. with the girl. That's why social media and dating apps have made this worse. In fact, in his book, again, Why Women Deserve Less, he even goes into studies that show women go on dating apps just for attention. They're not looking to go on dates with you. They just want attention from men. Women are insecure. Women act based on how they feel. Because they act based on how they feel, if they're feeling shitty, they're going to go and get attention from men to make them feel better. But they don't have to agree to go on a date with you. This is why you do not want to give women free attention. I've got several videos on my channel that explain how to text a girl, how to date a girl, so that way she's got to work for you. You want to be one step behind the woman. If the girl thinks she likes you more than you like her, she's going to work to get you. She's going to have to see you in person. She's going to have to fuck you. But if you keep giving her free attention, think about it, it's like a negotiation. You want sex and romance, but she wants attention and validation. So if she doesn't want sex and romance, but you're giving her attention and validation, well, guess what? She's getting what she wants, and you're, from a leverage perspective, you're in a bad spot because you are giving her what she wants, but you're not in a position to get what you want. From a leverage perspective, you want sex and romance, she wants attention and validation, but if she thinks that she likes you more, she's in a bad spot. You've got options, at least in her head, and in order to get your attention, she's got to agree to your terms. Hope you guys like this video. If you do, please like, comment, and subscribe. And listen, if you're a guy right now that wants to get better, my blood pressure's low, so I'm struggling right now. That wants to get better at dating, pickup, relationship, and improving your mindset, check out my link in the description and go check out a video on the next page for my 17-page cheat sheet on dating, pickup, and relationships. There is a video that will explain how this will help you. You can read hundreds of books and thousands of pages and watch videos and listen to audiobooks, or you can get my cheat sheet, which is designed to be looked at when you're in a situation with a girl and you do not want to fuck it up. Other things, you get my free book on dating and relationships, just needs your name and email, or you can book a one-on-one coaching call with me if you really want to fast track your way to success. It's my job to help men get what they want, and that's what working with me coaching does. So if you like this video, check out this one right here, guys. You're likely going to like that one as well. With that being said, hey man, I will see you guys in the next one.